Hey there, Brewberries. What's up? And welcome to an update video. So I've been gone for a little while, not totally gone, but I have been very intermittent on the channel for the past month or two. And there's a couple of reasons why. There's two really main reasons. One I'm going to get into at length. The other one is not as big of a deal. We're going to start with that one, and that is just basically I'm not really desiring to play Minecraft right now. I just don't really want to play it. I'm not really playing a lot of games currently because of reason number two, which we'll get into, but yeah, I'm just not, I don't want to force myself to play a game that I'm not really feeling. And so that's why I haven't really been playing it in the first place. And I just know that making videos of a game that you're not really enjoying just means the video's not going to be that great. And I think you could tell in the last video that I was running out of steam and kind of forcing the issue because I really didn't have any. I have like ideas as to what to build and stuff, but I just don't. I don't know. It's not really appealing right now to play the game. And it's not so much that it's not like I dislike the game. I'm not going to like forever stop or anything like that. You know, you get interest ebbs and flows and stuff. And so that's just, I like very, very normal. And so I've just been kind of taking it as it comes. So that's reason number one. It's more that's just a very simple thing. It's not really that big of a deal. It's more just interest ebbs and flows. That is standard. Reason number two, though, is the primary reason as to why I've been very intermittent on the channel, and for the foreseeable future, I'm going to be intermittent, and it's because of a decision I've made based on this whole reason. And so for just basically to give you a TLDR, for any of you who don't want to hear me ramble about the deeper reasoning or deeper like reasons behind the reason, TLDR is I am trying to put a lot more effort into growing my skills as an artist. And so in order to do that, I need to put in a lot of time outside of work and all of that. And so that is a commitment I've made. I've been trying to draw an average of 5 to 6 hours a day. And I'm trying to just really bolster those skills because it is... it's a career that I would like to have as an option down the line in like 5 to 10 years. It's been a lot of career thinking for me in the past kind of couple of months, and I've kind of landed on something re-landed on it. So that's the TLDR, is I'm using a lot of my time outside of my normal work life to try and build up my skills as an artist. And so 5 to 6 hours a day is quite a bit of time to be committing to, and it eats into any sort of time I would have for YouTube. So that is why things are going to be rather intermittent. I would like to try to do one video per month just to keep the channel a little bit alive, because I don't want this to go away or anything like that. I just need to do this for myself. It's something that I've always wanted to do, and I've never really just said I'm gonna commit to this and just do it. And so that's kind of where I'm at, and it's something that I'd like to work towards. And so sadly, that means I need to spend my time in other things. So that's the TLDR. Now, if you want the long reasoning, here we go. This is why this video is going to be even longer than it probably should be. But for any of you who actually know me, I know that there's a handful of you that are actually like know me as a person. Very, very small handful of you. And then there's some of you that have been around since the beginning. And so you may know a little bit about kind of my background and stuff, but I initially became a graphic design major in college because I was originally a biomedical engineer in physics. I hated math, and math tried to kill me. And so I decided to kill it and move on. And so I had kind of landed on graphic design because of a drawing class that I took, and I really enjoyed it. And so my kind of initial career that I wanted to get into, that I've always been interested in and thought would be really cool, is like concept art, movie art, illustration type art, that sort of genre, like really in-depth drawing and illustration type of work. Not even the necessarily the finished pieces, but even the conceptual like stuff you don't ever see. Like think the stuff that is like behind the deep dark that we saw with the warden and all that conceptual artwork that's more about generating ideas. That's the type of stuff that I would love to get into. But in order to get there, I need to bolster my skills. So hence why I'm spending time. And so the past 2 months, I've been doing a lot of thinking on career stuff. At my work, we do this kind of individual development type plan. And it's just thinking about kind of like generally like 2 to 3 years down the line, where do you want to be working? What do you want to be working towards in terms of career stuff? Which is awesome that they do that. But it's gotten me thinking like, where do I want to be in like 5 years? Where do I want to be in 10 years? Like, is the job I'm doing now the thing that I want to be doing in 5 to 10 years, or like something similar? Is it like even in the realm of where I'd like to be working? And it's really gotten me to delve a bit deeper into why in the world I got into design and come back to that whole concept art, illustration, movie art type stuff that I've still never really let go of that idea. And so that's kind of where why this entire subject has even kind of come up in my head and why I've been thinking about it a lot. But because I've been already working for 3 years and stuff, and I mean, COVID kind of made things a little weird. It doesn't really feel like 3 years now because I've not left my house in like 2 years. But because of all that, it's like, it's made me think a bit more and be like, well, now is the time, if anything. Like, there's no reason for me to not. If I'm serious about it, then I should just do it. That's kind of where I've landed. And that's why I've picked 5 to 6 hours as like an average throughout the week. Like, I know I'm not going to necessarily always average that, but if I have that goal to always be drawing a good amount of my day, then I know over time, with the right amount of studying and actually taking it seriously, that I will be able to grow and get there. So that is the longer-winded version of why things are going to be a bit intermittent for a while. I really don't know how long. I don't really have a plan for that. I'm going to just kind of take it one day at a time. And I did, for any of you who've made it this far, I know you guys are the ones that care a bit more about the channel than anything. So I genuinely want to know, like, if you want me to do any sort of, I'm going to be posting there's an art channel in the Discord. So if you haven't joined the Discord and you want to kind of just stay up with all the other Brewberries, then feel free to join that. Link is always in the description. But there's an art channel in there, and I'm going to try and remember to post things in there about kind of what I'm working on, so that y'all can kind of see my progression as well, and kind of just join in. I know some of you also share some art things in there. There's also a writing channel for anybody who likes writing. I know some of you do. Looking at you, Kawaii Skull. And so I don't know if there's any sort of desire at all to see art stuff or design stuff. I know a lot of viewers on this channel or of this channel are builders in a sense for Minecraft, and so a lot of you may be a bit creative based. And so I've always wanted. I initially, when I made this channel, I wanted to combine art and Minecraft and make it kind of a niche type of thing, where I wanted to be able to develop my own concept art and then go and build it in Minecraft, like kind of what I do now in terms of pulling stuff from concept art. Like, we're doing the Norn Village and Bruin build, and I pull a lot of references from the Guild Wars 2 concept art and kind of finished illustrations and stuff. And I started the channel with the end goal or intention of like being able to continue developing as a concept art maker, designer, artist, whatever, and being able to just like develop my own images and references and stuff for Minecraft builds as well, just to make it like a very niche thing that our channel could have. And so that's still something that I want to do. That's why one of the reasons why I don't want the channel to necessarily go like entirely dead for however long it takes me. But if any of you have desires to see any of that type of stuff, like check out the Discord art stuff that I'll be posting. And who knows, maybe I'll do a video or something on it, like a monthly update or something, to see just kind of what I've been working on and all that. I don't know. If the interest is there, then I can do it. If not, I won't. I won't fill your subscription feed with my nonsensical drawings. And for any of you who have made it this far, you are the absolutely true Brewberries. Just wanted to say, for the monthly videos, I don't really have a plan for those. I'm not really sure. I have some tutorials in mind as to what to do. Tutorials, I think, are kind of an easier thing to put together, because I'm kind of thinking of doing an 8x8 type of tutorial where I just build something in an 8x8 block and just like force myself to be limited in that sense. Because it makes it really manageable, but I'm also going to be trying to apply what I'm learning in this design stuff to my builds, and kind of just going back to the basics of figuring out how to do different styles and all that as well. Things I've never done before, like modern builds. Like, I've never done that before, but that's kind of what the first tutorial I think is going to be. Not sure when that's going to actually be out, but that's kind of my intention right now. I'm not really sure if Brew and Build is going to be something that I can do for the foreseeable future, just because of how much of a time commitment it is. Yeah, I don't really know. That's kind of my plan. I'm not really sure. The Valheim long play will be continuing kind of intermittently as well, just because I have like 5 or 6 videos of that recorded, and that is a game that I can kind of just play and escape, not really feel that bad about playing for like an hour at a time or something. So that's kind of the last thing that I'll say. I hope you guys understand and can at least know where I'm coming from. It's more of a I need to do this for myself type of thing, rather than a well, no, that's all it is. It's I need to do it for me, because this is something that I want to get into, and if I'm going to be serious about it, I need to act seriously about it. So I hope you guys understand. And to all of you who are always looking forward to the videos that I put out, I just want to say thank you for just being there all the time. Like, it's always warms my heart to see the first comments and see actually the comments that say first. That's always fun, that somebody is like so ready to comment first. Like, that's just kind of a fun thing as a creator to see. Thank you for just the great, 4-5 years or whatever we've been doing it. I don't even know, 3-4 years, who knows, whatever it's been a while, and I can't thank you enough. But I'm gonna stop blabbing. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will not be disappearing entirely, I promise, but things are just gonna be a little different for a while. But with that, I'm gonna really stop blabbing. I hope you guys have a great day, and if you like the video, you can like it. But honestly, if you dislike this and you actually want to see videos, like, hit the dislike button, if that's even there. I don't even know if that's actually there anymore. So if you can't hit the dislike button, just put a boo in the comments or something. But no, really don't. That'll make me feel sad. But I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is. Bye-bye.